What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, here's a story about a model by the name of Romi Chase, or Romi Chase. She came to the United States in 2017, moving to New Orleans, and decided that she wanted to help the world and become a teacher. Unfortunately, that doesn't pay a whole lot of goddamn money, right? And Romi understood that, well, you know what? I got these twins on my chest here, so I'm gonna go ahead and start, showing off my body on OnlyFans. What? So she started to do this part-time, selling glamour, fetish photos, adult videos, booty clapping sounds. And, she didn't have a social security number, didn't have a green card or work permit, so she started hustling and built herself $1 million business. What? All right, now that's a lot of goddamn money to be jiggling, boobies and things. But anyways, she moved to Florida. And Florida is a very interesting state because they have like the stand your ground laws and shit like that. And so she was renting a nice place for $2,300 a month. And you'd think that during COVID that most landlords would be grateful because remember, people were getting moratorium and not paying their rent and stuff like that. But she was $2,300 a month. Bruh. But things changed when the landlord came over one day and was inspecting the home, and he asked her about, her Instagram profile and wanted to know if this was her. She said, yes, that is me. And you guys know what the link tree thing is, right? A lot of these ladies have a link tree where they have all their stuff there. Instagram, Twitter, Christian Mingle's profile, hint, hint. And then there's the OnlyFans. So he clicked on the OnlyFans and became a customer, and he wanted to see what she was doing. Well, she was doing a lot of things inside of his house he just did not like. So he became quite cold with her, looking down on her, as she would say. So instead of kicking her out, he decided to do this. He raised her rent from $2,300 a month to $4,800 a month. What? The reason is, number one, he can in the state of Florida, and two, she's making $1 million a year. Now, let me just say this. She's well within her rights to produce those kind of things as she wishes. She's not breaking any laws, but for him, he didn't want to be known as the guy who's the landlord who has a tenant who's busting it wide open on OnlyFans, letting God knows who in the house doing what. So he decided to raise the rent up to get her ass out of there. Now, I want to talk about this because, let me just say this. There are still people that have prejudices in the world. Like I lived in Poland for quite some time. And I talked to, many students that were from Zimbabwe or Nigeria. And if you had an African passport, even if they had the money in certain places, many landlords would, they would call and say, hey, the place is available. And they would ask, like, where's this person from? It's like, from Zimbabwe. Oh, yeah, no, we already have a person. That's okay. And if you're a black person, then you need to have a USA passport or something like that, okay? Prejudices do exist, unfortunately, racially, culturally, in religion. But people don't really understand that there's also prejudices against people that own OnlyFans. And as much as freedom of expression exists, many people don't like it. And it's different if you're doing OnlyFans or, you have a sexuality or things you like that I don't like. It's different. But when you stand in my house and you're doing those kind of things, and I'm speaking as the owner, you got to get out of here. Because I don't want you to be associated with the house that I have or in the community that I have. And even though you're paying me rent, I would rather eat that rent and get a decent person in my house. And I'm not talking about that she's not decent. I don't know her, but according to her, let me just say this. There are also prejudices against single women now. I read in an article that in Massachusetts is a very liberal place. Guys, city of Boston is very liberal, politically, socially. What I saw was astounding. That single apartments, 1 bedrooms, are almost the same price as 2 bedrooms. So if a 2 bedroom is $3,000 a month, a 1 bedroom is like $2,700 a month. Why are they doing this? They're doing this to discourage single people from moving in. In other words, there is a stigma against single people, men or women. We just don't want you guys here because you don't, you might make too much noise. The community that we want to build is a community that has families. That's what we want here. We don't want single women here or single men here. And usually it's a lot of single women getting discriminated against, according to this article. We don't want those people here is what they're saying. We want families that are here that will be in this building, because then it's going to be easier to rent to families who can possibly pay for it. Because if the word gets out that the OnlyFans model lives next door, then you're going to mess it up for the rest of the people in the community. You have to go. All right? You can do whatever the hell you want to do, but you just can't do it here. And I know that that's harsh. And, I guess you rent properties to make money long as they're doing it legally. But I understand where people are going with this. People have a social image to uphold. And a lot of times there's, being right, and for some people being moral. Like I did a story about this lady who, when her son's friend was like 17, she told him to come back when he was 25 and he could hit that ass, right? It's a TikTok video that's going really viral right now. So legally, it's technically not wrong. Morally, you see? So, and I think that for some people, no matter how much money you make, they just don't want you there. I can tell you that's what happens with some black people in certain communities. They just don't want you there. Your presence, some folks feel, that brings down the property value. It is what it is. So she's moved to Las Vegas and all that. But guys, like, what do you think? Do you think that was right for the owner to do that? What would you have done? Let me know in the comment section. Guys, subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.